Hello there, Lumber Tycoon fans. Keith the Humble. Today we are going to build a lock door or key door. Different ways to call it, but either way you need to have a little block of wood. Today I'm joined by two friends. They decided to join me. We are going to say hi to Brat 30 and Undead Lord Reaper. Thanks for joining me today. And Reaper, you got something on your head. I think it's a shark. You might want to have that looked at. Well, today, you go into a door, you click the door, and it pushes you out of the way. So, a lot of people will put a pressure plate in front of it and activate it from the other side, which opens it away from you, so you don't have that problem. Today, I'm going to do a little more than that. We're going to put a lock on it. Hi, Keith. Lovely to see you. Hiya. All right, we're going to use some wall sections, halves, quarters, and then I've got a ramp here. It's a 2x4 ramp. And I've got some 2x2s, a lot of 1x1s. We got some 4x1s, and we got a special colored one. You can choose any color you want. Got two floor plates, the actual floor sections, and then we got a timer, a wood detector, an AND gate, a hatch, some loose pieces of wood. You need two of whatever color you want to use for your key, and then some wires. So we've got it all set up that this is what we're going to build with. So, start with the door. We have a door. You can make it any color you want. That really doesn't matter. I just chose oak because it's common wood. Alright. So, to get started, we'll take these half walls. And we're going to make a little hallway behind the door. And this is going to kind of hide our mechanics, let's say, of the door. That way, we don't have to have everybody look at our machine when we get done our setup. They can just see fresh, clean walls, hide it with walls. And this makes it easier to make it too. So we'll put ourselves two of these half walls, 4x8s, whatever you want to call them. And get those in place. And we'll take a post. We'll put it in line with the door on the other side of that. And we'll leave a gap there for where we're going to put our little key or piece of wood, really. Grab one of these little ones, and we're going to leave a gap. We're not going to put it right on top. Move it up one. Put it there. Now this special colored wood, this is going to kind of indicate to them what color wood we want them to use. So I've seen a lot of these made with lasers, where they can use a laser to detect it. Now this is going to give us a special wood. They have to put a specific type of wood in there for it to work. So if you want to put that up there and let them know what kind, or just make them guess, that's up to you. So we've got 3 and a 4 on the bottom. Let's put a couple of these quarter walls here, just because I have them, 2x8s. And we'll set the other one next to it. Probably could use a 4x8, but hey, I got 2x8, so we'll use those. You can use whatever you want. Use a 8x8 if you want. I just use this to line things up. So there's our little keyway. And we're going to put our hatch, so that when they slide that wood in there, it'll sit on the hatch. So get our hatch turned around the right way. I want it facing so it's upside down, so it opens down and up against the wall there. So when they put that wood in there, it'll sit on it. Why a hatch, you may ask? Well, you'll see later. I'll tell you that later. So here we see it opens down when it's activated. That's what we want. So close her up. All right, our next item will be our wood detector. We're going to place that right on top of our hatch because we want them to activate the wood detector. Get it turned the right way here. Alright, now we can put it right next to the hole, or we can move it out one. I found it's out one's better. I'll show you. You'll see in a minute why it goes out one. So that's where that goes. And now we got our AND gate. Get that turned the right way. Oop, wrong button. Alright, let's pick that up again. Turn it so the two buttons are facing to the right. and the one in. And you don't have to line it up on the outside. It's just easier to reach the hatch later if you move it in a little bit. So move that in. Doesn't have to be all the way out. That doesn't matter. Okay, let's continue building some of the walls so some of our wires can go through. We're going to start off with our other post, the 4x1 piece, and we're going to put it right against the wall like we did the other one. And then we'll skip a spot and place one of these tiny floors, the 1x1, and leaves the room for wires to go from the door to our mechanics. And we'll just fill the rest of the wall in with these other two 1x1s. Now that we have that all situated, we can grab some 1x1s and put them on the other side. I don't want that. Alright, grab a 1x1 and we'll put it down below. 1, 2. You wonder why I didn't put a post over here, because we only want to go 3 high. This one's going to be 3 high, and you'll see why later. It lines up with the doorknob nicely. So here we're going to skip a spot and do our 5th spot on the wall. And another one for the 6th spot on the wall. And the last one for the 7th spot. Alright, we're going to leave the top open. So now you've got the 4th and 8th spot open. Now we got these little plates, 1x1 plates. And this is going to help keep that wood in place when they put it in and keep it from just flopping all over the place. So we want to stack these up right in front of the wood detector. 2 of them will not block the detector, so we can use 2 of them. That way the wood won't be able to flop over the top and get lost somehow. It just makes it easier. Let's grab our last 1x1. Now, the piece of wood that we're putting in here is small enough that we could put it right here next to these other ones, but we want to move it over one to the left, because if you put it there, your wire or your wood detector, you have to put that wood all the way up there, and sometimes it doesn't work. So you got to leave a 2-spot gap there. Now to keep it from flopping out the top, we've got ourselves a 2x2. Just a floor section or a wall section, either one, 2x2. Just to put on top of it to keep them from, going everywhere with the wood. Now, it'd be pretty hard for them to get that wood anywhere but in there. Alright, so we got our little hole here. And you notice there's a gap there, but you can fill it in later with, back wall behind it. You really build whatever you want. Alright, let's test our wood detector, make sure it is visible. There's a little line that shoots out. You can see the line here. It's kind of visible. And when that gets crossed by the wood that's in there, it will activate it. So let's get this piece of wood in here. That's why I have these 2 pieces. Again, you can put whatever you want in there for wood. There we go. It's activated. That means that's going to turn that switch on. Alright, let's pull her out. Oh my goodness, I got it stuck. There we go. Okay. Now let's get this little wedge in there. 2x4 wedge. Alright. You can put this either way, to the side or to the back. Towards us here or towards us to the side. Just depends how you want to do it. I'm going off to the side. Is there a reason why? No, not really. I just gotta do it that way. I'll probably change it later, but we'll leave it that way for now. Alright, we've got 2 floors and a timer left. Well, to get the timer where I want it, I'm going to need a ceiling. So we're going to use these floors as ceilings. We'll put one over here. We'll line it up with the edge of the door. I think that's right. Alright, get this one. And we'll put it up here. And no, I missed. Wonderful. Alright, we'll move these. Move them forward one so we're over the front of the door. Slide it over. There we go. And same with the other. Move. Place. And there we go. We have a cute little hut. Well, I don't know if it's cute or not, but it's little. Alright. Well, I think we need to put our wood detector up there now. Or not a wood detector, timer. Wood detector's already there. Let's get our signal delay. I call it the timer, I don't know why. It's the signal delay. Now getting these lined up, you gotta make sure this arrow's going the right way. I want the arrow to go towards us. So let's turn it and place her up here. About that. Let's try that. Okay. Well, that's not quite where I want it. I want it over to the left one. Let's move it. And I got it one away from the wall as well. That's why I used 2 floors up top, so I'd have the extra space. I want to have it lined up with the notch and over one so we can run a wire between there. Well, we've got our door. Let's open it up and start wiring. Alright, this is going to be the one that activates our door to open it. So we got to get some signals to our AND gate. First signal will be from the pressure plate. They will have to stand on the pressure plate to get the door to activate after they put the key in. Alright, kind of line it up with the bottom of the notch. You can see there the bottom of the notch. Our holes lined up the same as well on the left there. So I'll just line it up. And get it to overhang the corner here a little bit so we can go into the notch. There we go. And we come around the notch. Alright. Bye, Keith. For real this time. See ya, Britt. He's only been saying bye for like 10 minutes now. That's okay. He's addicted. So am I. We're all good. Alright. Let's place this piece. And now we got to make a decision. Where do we want to come across this? We want it on the, when we're looking at the back side of this, we want it on the left side. Because the right side is going to be the wood detector. So we'll go up here. And we can line it up down here. Yeah, it really doesn't matter where you line it up. Just got to leave room for that wire underneath. For that button to go back to the door. So, yeah, we'll go up top. And come across. And go down the slope. And I can't click it. It's too short. Oh, well, back up a little bit. Move it over. Just long enough. Denied. Looks like we're going to have to back up again. Too short. Alright, back it up again. Go out a little farther. And come across to our, there we go, green light. It is go. We'll place the wire there. That is from our pressure plate to the one side of our AND switch. Now we got to do the other one. You got to have them both activated to get that other side to light up. So we will take our second wire, pick it up, and we're going to go from our wood detector. This is our second wire that will activate the AND switch. Creep over the edge and click it to the second side of the AND gate. Boom. We have 2 wires to activate. But you ask, wait, there's a gate. Aren't you going to use the hatch? Yeah, eventually. Let's run our wire to the door to make sure this works. Then I'll show you what the hatch is for. So, close the door. And to get to this to activate, we're going to want to put it right next to the wall here. And getting it to click here is, scroll back a little. I can still see through my head, but alright, there we go. Start it there. And run our wire. Where to run it? Out here. Go around the corner of the wire a little bit. Too far. There we go. And that'll let us get in to the hatch. A little notch in our wall. There'll be a hole later when we put another board up there. And that comes out there. And we go in to our reverse that. No, I don't want to do that. Let's go down. Oh, back up a little bit more. There we go. Then we'll come down underneath that other wire so it's sticking out. I can flush up against the wall. There we go. That'll work good. And we'll get this first section. You notice when you come around a corner, you got to make a short piece first. Alright, and we'll just connect it to our AND gate. When those two are switched, this will go on. Wonderful. Alright. I told you I'd tell you what the hatch is for. Alright, we want it to open up after it's been triggered. So the door will open, the hatch will trigger, and it'll drop the piece of wood into our little stockpile. This is why I told you that it doesn't matter what wood you use. If you want to use phantom wood, if you want to use zombie wood, you want to use gold wood, you want to use lava wood, whatever you're collecting, you can get a bunch of little pieces of wood when people want to get into this really cool room with this lock. So you better make something cool inside this room. Whatever you're making all this, because they're going to have to pay you a piece of wood to get in there. All right. Up over the top. Going to squeeze between these two wires. One more little piece here. And then down straight. Alright, this is just attached to the AND gate. Turns on. So now, when those two are activated, it'll turn the door open and it will also activate the hatch. So, put that in there. Oh, I had it in there. Hey, there we go. Alright, so we want to slide it in. Tap, tap, tap. Get in there. Need a hammer. There's our wire, our line. Okay, that should work. Oh no, it didn't work. Why didn't it work? Oh, our sensor's not working. Alright, well, we'll move that so it's right there. Okay, now it should work. Bing! Hey, look, our door worked. And look, the hatch went down as well. And look, their wood is gone and we have it in our collection. Hey, hello, Juke. 03377. Welcome to my YouTube video. He's happy to be here. Happy. That's an Easter joke, I think. I don't know. I don't do Easter, so wouldn't know. Okay, let's get back to building here. So now we want to have our door close after a few seconds open, so the next person has to put in their key as well. All right, so we will take our wire, and this is going to be attached. This is why we move down one instead of up one. It's easier at the third and then the fourth. Stick this past just a little bit. Up we go to the ceiling, and let's not go to the ceiling. Let's go right level with that. Could go right to it, but you know what? I always got to go against the wall. All right, make it straight up. Too high. Back. And down a little. There we go. Now we'll come straight over. I gotta hit the straight corners. No, he's close enough. All right, there we go. Nice big straight. Notice we're on a second tick for that. You want to set it longer, you can leave it open longer, you can shut it close faster. One tick works too. Wow, that's great. Thanks, Duke. Appreciate it. Now, to activate this, we need some signal. We'll use the same signal that is going to run the door opening. And we'll put some delay on it. Wire too short. No. Alright. And up to the ceiling. We could go right across the middle of the doorway, but people wouldn't be able to get in. Alright. Across to the door. Back up a little bit to go around the door. And through our little notch at a nice little square corner. And we'll come along the back side of this. Run the wire straight out. And over. And down. Beautiful. Right there. Now, the question remains, will it work? Well, we gotta close our door first. Grab our little key card, however you want to call it. All right, Slide it in there. Looks like it's on. Hey, it worked. And oh no, it shuts automatically. Oh, beautiful. And it dumped it down. So it shuts that off too. So their wood is gone and they can get in, but the next person can't just step on the plate because the wood's still sitting there. So I was going to ask Duke to pick that up and see if he could try it, but he just kicked it across the way. So let's turn around and go get it. And oh, we're in texting still. Escape. Now we hit W. There we go. Here we go. Come over here. Pick it up. Now let's see if we can walk through it before it closes on us. That'd be a good thing to check. Door opens. We walk through, turn around, and boom! Door closes. That's just beautiful. Now on this back side, you can close it off any way you want. Put walls up, hide things, do whatever you want. Just make it all pretty. And use whatever wood you want. So this is Keith the Humble, Lumber Tycoon. Got a locked door. We're using a wood detector. There's ways to do it laser. But let me know. Like, comment, subscribe. Most of all, enjoy.